This is how to render a building from start to finish using D5 render. I made a video last 3 weeks on how to completely model a building using Revit 2024. So on today's tutorial, I will be showing you how to render that building. So stay tuned to the end. If this is your first time joining this channel, welcome to ArchiQuest. My name is Grant, and in this channel we publish interesting content about architecture. Now that you are fully relaxed, join me as we start the tutorial. Now, for us to begin, the first thing we need to do is to open the file that we want to render on our Revit. As you can see, this is the file I'm about to render, and I'm going to be using the D5 render for my rendering. Now, make sure the file is open on Revit. If you want to see the modeling of this project, you can check my previous videos on my channel. I did a full course concerning the modeling of this work on Revit, so you can watch it out and you can follow the steps closely and you get yours done. Now, for us to render this building, now the first thing we need to do, if you have D5 on your system, the plugin is automatically going to be on your Revit tab. So you come under the D5 render, you click on start D5, then you wait for the D5 render to open. Okay, do you want to click OK to create a new file? Yes, you want to create a new file. Okay, cancel this. Good. Now this is our project already imported on D5 render. Now this project, for the first thing I do whenever I am about to render is to first of all set my camera angle, like to set my views. Now I'm going to be setting 2 views. Let's use 2 views. If there's time, I'll render the first view. If there's time, then we'll do the second view. So now to set views, you just keep moving using your right click button on your mouse to hold and move this around. You can zoom into a particular place you want, zoom out. You can also zoom into a particular place you want, because this is on orbit. Once you click on this drop down here, you see it's on orbit. But if you change it to fly, that's when you can use the A, S, D, W. If you are a gamer, you will be familiar with those keys very well. So that's what you use. Now, so let's set our views. Let's see how that works. Now you can use the A, S, D, F, E, W keys to navigate through D5. Now for us to set the view, come under our camera. Let's make this 60. Okay. Now this is okay. We'll take one view from the front. We can turn on our grids so that we can properly align this to make sure it is straight. So we keep moving this. Let's use this baseline here to check if what we are doing is actually straight or not. Okay. You just adjust. Okay, so let's say we are okay with what we have now. This is on 60. Good. Let's change this to 1.4, the height of the human eye. So okay, let's move forward a bit. We need to make sure this our view is perfect. We need to make sure this view is perfect before we can proceed with any other stuff. Now if you look at this image now, you can see that it is kind of tilted, like it is as if it is a 3-point perspective. So by clicking F8, you kind of straighten the view. You see, if you look closely, you can see the changes, the difference. So now to make it perfectly straight, you just use the F8 tab on your keyboard. Now that is that. No, so I want to import. What also helps me in making the view perfect is I import. Let's say, let me use a car for anthropometrics. Let me use a car. Let's say I import this car. I'm sorry that it's taking time to load because it's actually a very heavy software. So, okay. Now this is the car. Let's rotate this 90 degrees this way. Okay. Let me save this view. Let me save this scene. So click on the T on your keyboard and go to the plan view, which is also top T. So you can adjust this however you want. Okay, let's say, okay, let's do this like this. Okay, now why I add a car to whenever I'm about setting my views is to check, because if you are standing, realistically you are not supposed to see the top of the car except you are a very tall person. So I also use that to like check myself to make sure this is perfect. Now we can also move forward a little bit. Can move forward a little bit. Okay. Yes. Okay. Let's adjust this. Okay, come back. Okay, now can you be watchful of the grid, so just use the grid to align it properly. Okay, so I think this view is good, so you can resave it as another view, or you can just update the previous view you had. So this is one view. Now let's take another view from this angle. Let's take another view from this angle. Let's take another view from this angle. Let's see. Okay. 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 Let's also check this, make sure they are okay. Okay. Okay, let's come forward into this, go back. Okay. Okay, I think this view is okay. Now with this view you can also save this as a new scene. Yes. Now so let's going back to the next thing. So let me delete this car, we'll come back to it later. Alright, now this is our first view. Now the next thing I do is to set my environment. So this wall helps you work with the sky, the skylighting, the atmosphere, the cloud, how intense you want it to be, how mid you want it to be. So you can work with this, customize all this to your liking, however you want. Or you can also use some HDRI skies. I have some couple of HDRI skies that I use from time to time in my render, so you can save some if you want. They have the defaults, they have the custom made. So this is the custom made are the ones you save yourself, like the ones I save, and you also have the default skies that are always there on D5 for you to use whenever you want. So now let's select and see which one is preferable for us to use in our render. I like my sky to be bluish, kind of clear blue sky, or white. So we just have to try them out till we find the perfect one. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. Let's keep going. This is horrible. Okay. The white sky is too much. You can't even see the difference between the sky and the concrete coping. I think I'll go with this blue sky. Yeah, I think this is better. So now with this, you can also reduce the how bright you want the sky to be. You can increase it depending on the light. So let's say we keep this at 0.1. Now you can rotate the sun where you want the sun to face, how you want it to be. You can rotate that. Okay, so you can also turn on the sun, make it more intense. You can reduce the intensity if you want. Let's say 0.5. Okay, so these are just basically you touching it till you feel it is perfect enough for you. Then you can work with that. So let's say the sun intensity, let's just reduce everything. We don't need that. Sun disk radius. Alright, let's leave that now what it was before. Okay. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. Okay. Okay, let's just make this 90. Yeah, 90. This is okay. Okay. Now you can save this scene, update the scene. Yeah. Alright. Now once you go back to that scene, everything automatically applies, including the sky, HDRI and everything. So if you don't update the scene and you've done a lot of changes, you will be the one to blame when you lose all of them. So always remember to update the scene so that you don't have yourself wanting. Okay, exposure. Let's make this 0.2. Okay. Shadow 0.5. Point 3. Okay. What else do we want to touch? Okay, let's leave the rest as they are. Remember to update the scene. Okay, now I think we've really done enough for the setting, the cloud sky setting. So I think the next thing I do is to apply materials to the building. Or before we apply material, let's do the vegetation first. Let's do the vegetation. So we'll come under our assets, click on online. So now I have some local assets. Local assets are, let's say I'll have a component I use in 3ds Max and I want to import it, convert it to a D5 export and import it into my D5 file. Then I save it as a local, so whenever I need that component again, I don't have to go through the whole process of importing. I just come to the local and I pick them. So this is where we say I save all my local stuff that I like using frequently. But if you don't want to use any local, you can come to the online assets and you can find out the one you want. So we're going to be using model, okay, nature. Now let's look for some nice trees that we are going to use for this project. Okay, let's use hedge. Let's pick hedge. We need to add this hedge somewhere. Okay, let's change this to orbit. I want to plant this here. I think there's a head I have under my local. Let me see if I still have it. Okay, yes I do. Let's see whether this D5 edge is better than it. Aha, so yeah, I think I prefer this one. Let's take out this and use this 90. Tap on T to turn it to the top, so you see where you are placing it and how perfectly it fits the scene. Okay, now top T. Now I want to copy this hedge. I want to copy it. So you hold on your shift and you drag this arrow to copy the hedge. You also do the same here. So let's stop here and also copy it to this point. Okay. Alright. Okay, this is okay. This is perfect. So now our edges are done. Complete. So next we need to look for trees. Some nice trees that we can use. Okay. What is this? Let's see what this is. No, this, no. Okay, these are street lights. Okay, let's just place them. We'll need them. I'll come back for them later. Let's import this street light. Let's see. Okay, they are almost the same thing. They are almost the same. So let's just delete this one. Let's leave this one. These are two-way street light. Okay, we don't need that. Oh. Okay. This car. Okay. What else? Now we need to look for some trees. So come back to our outline model, nature. Now let's look for nice trees that we would use for the project. Okay, let's place this in first. Okay, so let's arrange the ones we have. Let's arrange them very well. Okay, it is this. Let's move this here. So rotate this car. Okay, let's see how that is. That is pretty close. Let's rephrase this. Okay, let's say 75. Okay, 75. Okay. Now for these street lights, let's put it inside this grass. You hold shift and you drag to copy. Let's copy this one. And let's also do this. Okay. Okay, I did not. Now you see what happened. After adjusting the camera, I didn't update the view. That was why it went back to this. So after updating the camera, or let's just create a new view. Okay. Alright. Now this needs to be rotated this way. Okay. And also this. No, not backwards. Forward. Aha. This. Now let's shift this a little bit. Okay. Alright. Okay, let's look for another car. Land Cruiser, probably. Let's make sure this is perfect. Okay. Let's say it's 25. Okay. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay, let's bring in another car. Let's see. Okay, I think this is better. Let's use this. I think this is better. Okay. Top. See. Okay, let's rotate this way. And let's take it inside. Okay. Alright. So this looks like it is coming out. Okay. Put it back. Okay. Now the next thing is to add our trees. Now let's add the trees. Let's see this. What is this? No. come to online nature. Now the hard part is selecting. This is a 3D visualization rendering, so you need to look for what will actually look nice on the render. That's why it's going to take a lot of time. You try this out, you try that out. It's not something that has rules and regulations that you must do it this way. So that's why this is going to actually take a lot of time. So you keep trying out things till you find that perfect one that you feel is okay for you to use. So you change this to orbit. You can also use the shortcut alternate V to change between orbit and fly. So once you click on alternate V, it automatically changes to fly, and also alternate V, it goes back to orbit. So yeah, you can use that to walk faster if that is what works for you. So let's add our trees. Let's put this here. Let's see how it's looking. Okay. Alright. Come back to the top. Okay. Hold shift and you drag to duplicate, that's to copy. Okay. Now let's see how that works. Now this, let's see where we will place you. Okay. Having this here is not that bad. So now you have like this grass kind of this thing just appearing at that corner. So this is on the road, so you take this back to this green area on top here, and we have this. Okay, so the view is coming out gradually. Okay, so the next thing we do is to plant some small shrubs. Now come to shrubs. We come to shrubs, we look for the perfect shrub. Let's see, we use this. I don't know for now. Let's just bring them in, then we'll figure it out together. And this. Okay. Now these three shrubs. Now I don't really know. I don't like this. Let's see if we can still find some more. These are pro elements, so you can't use pro models unless you've bought D5. So you subscribe to D5, you can't use them unless you subscribe. So let's look for flowering trees. Broadleaf. Okay, I like this tree. Let's just place it here. This one also. Let's place that here. Okay. What else? We need smaller shrubs that we can use. Flowery shrubs. Aha, this is it. Perfect. Let's import this too. Okay. Now let's see. This should go. This should go. Okay. Alright. So we'll come back to this scene and we try to arrange this. Let's make this smaller. Let's say 750. Let's say 600. Alright. 600 top. Okay. This is okay. It's good there. You can also plant some shrubs inside, and these trees. Okay, now we move it. I need this. I need to get this very well. I need it to just pop up on this. Okay. Yes, I think this is nice. This is nice. Okay. Now let's take this somewhere. Let's take this here, and let's see the effects it will give. Okay, it's that. Okay. All right. Now the next thing we are going to do is to apply our materials. So let's, okay, online materials. Let's come to basic materials, basic grass, and let's give this. Okay, nope. Now because of this is from my Revit, the Revit file, so I need to change the material of this. Let's rename duplicates, rename it grass. Grass material. Then give it a different material. Let's create a new material. We'll rename it grass. Okay. Then we can synchronize the model. So once we get back to D5 and we apply this material, it only applies for just this part. Alright, that is perfect. So we can reduce the height, we can increase the height to however we want. If we want it bushy, but no, we need something small and quiet, not too much, So I think this is perfect. Okay. Fly. Alright, I think this is good. Let's update this scene. Okay, now the next thing is we also have some areas that what you need give grass material inside the building. So we'll come to the compound of the building later. Let's just arrange the background first. Okay, then let's give our road material. Let's give our road material asphalt. Okay, let's check the Revit file first whether it's sharing. So we need to edit this to road. Road material. So we create a new material. Road. Okay. Let's also do this. Let's do this immediately so we don't get to come back for them. Interlock. Okay. So this is it. Now synchronize the model and we go back to our D5. Asphalt material. Let's place it here. Okay. Now we need to check out the scale. Let's see. You click on I to pick that material. You can increase the scale. Let's say 2. Let's see what 2 does. Okay, it became smaller. Let's say 0.5. Okay, I think this is better. Okay, I think this is better. I to pick material. Now let's give it a color. Let's make it light. Let's make it light gray. Okay. Now let's see what this is. Okay, no. Let's reduce this. Nope, it's too dark. Okay, I think this is it. But the scale, I think this is still too tiny. Is it because I came close before? Let's do this again. 0.1. Let's stay from a distance. Okay, no, that is not nice. 0.3. Okay, 0.3. I think this 0.3 is perfect. I think this is perfect. Well, let's check this. Okay. Okay, now I think I prefer the first one. I think I prefer the first one to this. Yeah, I think I prefer the first one. So let's Ctrl Z back to the first one. Okay, now let's make this 0.4. Okay, I think this is okay. This is good. This is good. And the next thing we are going to do is to now the next thing we're going to do is to let's give the material for this interlock inside. Okay, let's look for floor tile. So let's use this. Okay, and this is perfect. If I use this, let's check this out. No, this is not. No. No, I don't like this. Let's just stick to that first one. Let's stick to this. Okay, this is okay. Alright. Now the walkway now also carries the material. Okay, this is okay. This is nice. Okay, the next thing we have to do is to let's add some models, online particles. Let's look for a group of beds. Okay. Now we need to take them up, position the beds. Okay, I think this is perfect. This is okay. Let's come back to models. Animals. Let's see butterflies. Okay. We'll come back to this the animals. Okay, so let's give the materials to the building. Okay. Okay, now this complete copy. Now this curves. Now let's give this curve the material. Wall paints. Okay, great. Let's make this 0.5. Okay, so the material will pop. Alright, now let's come to glass. Normal glass for this handrail and for the windows. Okay, Now there's a problem. You see this. Now that's from the Revit file. Now that's why it's good to model with materials. When modeling, make sure you name all your materials and you arrange them properly, so you don't have that confliction in when rendering. So these are elements. Okay. Alright. Now let's check other materials whether we are good to go. Okay, this is alright. Okay, I think every other thing is okay. Now you synchronize the project back. Alright. Now let's pick you click on I to pick this material from this, then you duplicate it by clicking on this, and you also apply that material to this. So that's how you can select and duplicate materials if you want on D5. Okay, now this we also need okay, now there's a small, we need a matte metal. We need matte metal for this. The frame. Now we need matte metal for the frame. Now I see it has changed this. Okay. Let's synchronize the model. Come back to our D5 and we have this. Alright. Okay, so this is okay, this is perfect. You click on I, pick material, duplicate it and apply it here. Nice. Do the same thing for this do the same thing here. Click on the material, duplicate and apply it here. Okay, now that is perfect. Okay, do the same thing here. Click on this material. Let's make this light. Let's make that light. Okay, I think this is good. Height to select 0.5. Okay, 0.4. Okay, I think this is nice. We also do the same thing. Select, duplicate, and we put it here. I select this, change the color for this to darker, to a darker color. Okay, all right. Okay, so this is coming out well. Assets, black iron for this door. Okay. Okay. So also change this to this glass bottom railing. Okay, so this is like a brick wall, so let's synchronize. Alright, then let's give this brick wall let's look for that perfect brick. Let's see how this is. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know this. Let's try this. Oh. Nope. This is not nice. Okay. Yeah, I think this is better. Okay, I think this is better. Now let's make this lighter. Let's make this 0.5. Okay. Okay. Let's just go back to what we had before. I think that was better. Yeah, this was better. So yeah, this is better. Let's come back to this. Okay, we have our brick wall. Alright. So what do we, let's select this normal glass. Let's make it kind of darker a little bit. Okay. Okay, this is better. This is better. This is better. Okay. Now let's select this white wall, white column, and let's give it to this inside white. Okay. Alright. Now for our floor, let's look for floor tile. Ceramic tile. think this is better. I think this is good. That's good. Okay, let's come to our Revit. Let's edit this and give it let's give it the same material as the coping. Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Alright, is there anywhere else? Okay, Ctrl V. Okay, good. Now this also changed to this. Alright. This is a light gray. Okay. Okay. Now let's synchronize the model. Okay, back to our D5. Okay, let's give this wall, let's give this wall white. Let's pick this material, duplicate, and let's give this. Okay, then pick this material by picking this material, duplicate, and let's give this. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what we have. Okay, so this okay, let's use this brown. Alright. Okay. That's that for that. Let's bring this forward a little bit. Okay. 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 This view. Well, okay, let's keep going. Now we have some darker walls below. Let's pick this, duplicate this, darken dark wall, and let's give it here. Okay, now this is good. Okay. Okay, now this is nice. This is okay. So the next thing we are going to do, let's check this view. Okay. Okay. Alright. So now the next thing we are going to do is to add our, let's add our lighting to this. Now we come to top view. Let's change this to wireframe. Alright, rect lights. Okay, let's add this one inside. What's inside here? Now let's make this 3.5. Okay, intensity, let's say 100. Okay, okay. Now you can hold shift and move to duplicate. Hold shift and move to duplicate. Okay, let's take this up here. And let's bring this here. Okay. Alright. Now that's for the inner lights. We're done for the inner lights. Now let's put for the outer lights. Now we're going to have should we have a pendant lights? Okay, spotlights. Now this is already a group, so I don't need to edit it again because I already grouped it before and I saved it as a local. But initially, if it were to be separate, you have to import the frame first, then you click on this lights and you click on spotlights to add the lights to it. That's how I added both of them, then I grouped them together and saved as local file. So whenever I need them, all I have to do is just import them in and it automatically comes with the light bulb. So hold shift to duplicate this and this. Hold shift to duplicate this. Alright, so this is how it looks like. Should I use this spotlight or should I use strip lights? I think let's leave it as this. Our pendant lights. Top. Okay. Okay, after I did the pendant lights, the next thing we need to do is to add some spotlights on the walls. Let me look for, I think I should have one saved. Let's see this camera. This camera is nice. Okay, let's rotate this and place it here. Alright, so let's see how it looks. Okay, this is not bad. This is looking okay. It's looking nice. It is looking nice. Let's make this 1.3. Okay, 1.3. I'll update this thing. Yeah, so what next? Okay, now let's add some more lights. All this. Okay, this is bollard light. Let's put it here. Alright, let's use this. Okay, so let's place this here. Okay. Now for the light source, you can see it's not really visible, so we just have to place some spotlights. Let's make this 3.5. Intensity 100. Let's see 60. Okay. Okay. I will see how this is. Hold shift to copy it upwards, and then we rotate it upwards. So this is how you add spotlight. Now if you click on this hold control to select that, and also this light here. If you successfully select the three of them, you can group the three of them as an element. You can group them together and you can add them to local. Add to local. So once you come to your local, you will see it there, and you can just quickly use it in any project you want, and it automatically comes with the lights. So yes, this is how you add you create local, you add your components to local in D5. So hold shift to duplicate this light. Let's duplicate it, make sure it's on the same level. Let's make sure it's on the same level. Take this in. Let's put this here. Okay. Now that's that. Now this spotlight, need this. Hold shift to copy it, and let's add some layers. I'll delete this. So let's add some spotlights in this entrance porch. Okay, so this is okay, this is nice. Let's move it here. Hold shift to copy this. Hold shift to also copy. Alright, let's see how this is. Okay, now I don't want this. I'll delete this. I'll delete all this. So I'm going to have like a strip light around that area. I'm going to have like a strip light there. Okay. Okay, so let's reduce this, the height of this. Let's make it 900 or 1000. Then let's draw steel railings from there. Okay, now you synchronize the model. Okay, now this is perfect. Let's make this 1.3. Okay, let's update this in 1. Alright. Okay, L to hide all these lights identification. So you click on L to hide them. Now let's have our walkway. Assets, online, materials, flow, okay. Cobblestone, asphalt, cobblestone, okay, so floor, okay. And this is coming out. It's coming out nice. So let's look for a nice potted plants. Online, model, nature, broadleaf. Let's look for a small nice tree, very small, that we can use. Okay, I think this is okay. This is nice. Okay, now the next thing is I need to create for strip lights on Revit. I need to create the opening for the street lights on Revit. Okay, let's say model in place. Okay, so extrusion, this will start like this. So let's duplicate this. So we're going to have two different strip lights. 825. Okay. Should be 50. Okay. Now let's move this upwards. Let's move this upwards to this point. Okay. So let's create a material for that. We have name it strip lights. Okay, then we synchronize the model, come back to our D5 file, then we can see it. So once we click on light source strip, click on T to turn it to the top. Let's say this is the size should be 5000. Okay, let's say 4000. You hold shift to do the same thing, copy it here, and let's make this 5000 or 46, or let's 5000. Okay, let's also copy this same, rotate it this way. And you also hold shift to copy this way and make this 4000. Okay, so you select the new strip lights, turn this to 3000, intensity 200. Click on I, select this material, let's make it emissive color. Okay, let's see how this is. Okay. Okay, so we have this. Alright, then the next thing we are going to do is to, now we need some environment, some background to this. So we're going to save this image, we're going to copy this image on both sides to like give it a background some way, to give it a background. So we add to local. What's local? Okay, now this building has been added to local. So once we come to the top, we come to assets, local, we can pick this building and we can repeat it here. Okay, you can have this here. Let's make sure this is perfect. Okay, perfect. And we can also have this on the other side. So hold shift and we'll drag this here. Okay, and we can also have this at the back. Let's rotate this. Okay, now let's shift this away, and you can also have this here. Also have this here, and let's say we can have one more here. Alright, now let's see how that looks. Correct. This looks nice. This looks okay. This looks good. So we can have this. Let's save. Now this is okay. Then we'll come to this view. Yes, we can have this. Okay, I think I like this view better. Okay, let's shift this tree a little bit. Perfect. Now let's bring this out small and draw this backwards. Okay, and this is nice. This is okay. Let's rotate. Let's say this is 1.5. Let's say 90. Let's see how it will look like. Okay. Okay. Let's copy this backwards so you can cast the shadow on the road. Now let's see how that looks. Now we didn't save the view. Okay. Now this looks good. This looks good. Now let's save this view. Let's save a new view. Okay. Now this is not bad. This is not bad. L to hide all those light sources. Now let's have some. Okay. Let's copy this light source. Hold Shift and drag to copy. Rotate this 90. Ben! This guy need a shout for here. Okay, so now let's move this to the wall. Should we have no? Let's not have this. Instead, let's have this. T for top, so we can be able to see how it's going to look like. Hold Shift to copy. Now this is okay. I have this here. I also have this here. Also have this way. Let's see how that is. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. Now let's copy this. Okay. Now let's place this right here. Okay, so you can see the lights from here. Okay, alright, perfect. Okay, now let's place some rect lights. Let's place some rect lights in the building. And let's see how that looks. Okay, now let's also place some here. Now let's place this. Okay. Alright. Now so this is it. This is it. It's not looking bad. It's okay. Well, to hide all the light sources. Okay, this is okay for scene 1. Okay, this is good for scene 1. This is another scene 4, scene 3, and scene 2. We have not worked on this scene yet, but I think in order for me not to make the video very long, I think we'll just render this first scene. Okay, now this is it. This is it. I want to. Okay. Let's probably have let's say online character. Let's put this fine lady on the balcony here. Okay. Now let's see how that looks. Okay, we want to see her. Alright, perfect. Now let's put this man. Here. Okay. Let's put this inside the house. Okay. Let's also put this woman. Okay. Okay, I think this is okay. This is good. And let's just attach some vegetations around. Okay, so intensity 0.1, 0.5, okay. Okay, I think this is okay. This is nice. Alright, so okay, now let's change this. I select this, duplicate, and let's make this start. Okay, now this is nice. This is perfect. This is perfect. Where are those beds? So the next thing we're going to do is to change this grass. Let's change it to normal sand, then we'll apply our grass material on the 3D realistic grass on it. So for you to change it to sand, we'll come under our assets, we'll click on natural raw material. Let's use this. Okay, alright, this is okay. Now let's change our environment. Let's use our custom HDRI. Let's use this. I think this is better. Okay, change this to 0.05 and let's use this 0.5. okay, then let's make this 180. okay, we'll turn off our sun, then let's save this scene, let's update this scene. Okay, so this is what we have. The next thing we're going to do, let's work on our lights. Let's pick this, make this 100, 84, 39. okay, now that's okay. Then let's look at the same one again. Okay, let's change this our ceiling. Let's change our ceiling to white. You click on I to pick this material, you click on this to duplicate the material, and you apply it to the ceiling, which is it. So we have our ceiling white. That's good. Then the next thing we need to do, let's put curtains to the model. Let's search for curtain. Okay, let's use this. Okay, replace this. Okay, let's rotate it because you don't want it coming out. Okay, this is good. Okay, let's put this aside. Let's bring it down a little bit. Then let's perfectly arrange it. Okay. So this is perfect. So we hold shift and we drag to copy the curtain. We'll also copy the curtain this way. We'll push this inside. Okay, let's click this. Let's push this inside here. Okay, and we also do the same thing like this. Okay, let's copy it to this window on top here. Okay, this is perfect. We'll also copy it to this one here. Okay, this is good. Now let's copy it to this last window here, and that's it. Let's bring this down a little bit. Okay, now let's see how it is. Yes, we can see the window and the effect that's given to the model. So this is okay. Now the next thing we'll do is let's change the color of this car. Let's make it white. Okay, let's make it, this is okay. Then let's add our realistic grass. Let's come to nature, ornamental grass. Pick this one, then we brush density. Let's increase the density, reduce the size, and increase the radius. Okay, so we can brush it however we want. Okay, let's come to the top so we see what we are doing, so we don't make mistakes. Now you can see we've already brushed outside of the terrain, so we need to use the erase icon to erase this one. Then we'll go back, brush icon. Now let's brush here. Let's reduce the radius a little bit. Now we'll brush this place. So we'll come back to that view. Now see what we have. Okay, this is looking okay. Let's leave this little sandy area here, like to add a little realism to it. So this is good. Now let's copy. I want to give let's delete this tree. Let's copy another different kind of tree. Let's use this. Hold shift and move. Hold shift and you drag to copy. Let's copy it here. Okay, now let's bring it backwards a little. Okay, yeah, this is good. Let's reduce this to 5,000. Okay, this is okay. Yes, I like this effect it is giving. So the next thing we are going to do, this car, let's copy this car. You hold top. Okay,
Okay, let's delete this one. Okay. No, let's leave it. We'll just leave it. Let's delete this one instead. Let's delete this. Let's leave this one. Okay. Now, so after we've done that, the next thing we need to do is plants. Let's copy this. Let's place one here. Okay. Okay. Let's make this our glass material a little tinted. Let's darken it a little bit. Okay, and now we want to give some reflections on the windows. Let's use some trees to do that. Let's increase the size of this tree to like 8,000. Now let's see the effect it is giving. You can see the effect on the you can see the effect on the windows. We also need to, let's copy this here. Let's also see the effect it will give on the railing. Now yes, let's copy it a little bit. Let's shift it again, small. Okay, now this is perfect. So after copying everything, we can now go ahead to render. So to render this, you hit the image button over here. Let's use 3:2 for let's use the actual size for the render. Then you click on the render button down here. Let's render 2K. You save it. Then you wait for it to render. So once it's done rendering, this is the final product.
If this video was in any way helpful to you, kindly hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like our video, share to your friends, and also turn on the notification button so that you don't miss out on interesting videos like this. See you in our next video.